All right. It's been a while since I went live, but this one's quite the occasion. I figured I'd go live for this video, and of course I will post this. If you are now watching this, make sure to turn on your notifications. Otherwise, you're going to miss every single video ever that I make. So, yes, according to the title, China has almost crashed into a U.S. bomber over the South China Sea. Quite scary stuff. But in this video, we're going to really be going over the moves China has been making lately. I think China has been really sliding under the radar, and this was actually a rather bad move for China because when you start to look into what China's been doing over the last few months, it's quite shocking, and it's a little worrisome, if you will, because the U.S. military has been so tied in with the Middle East right now. We're sort of forgetting what the main objective is for China. And yeah, we're going to dig into all of this. So again, thank you guys for being here. What's up, chat? Make sure you guys turn on your notifications. Make sure you guys like the stream. You already know the deal. I missed all of you. And welcome from Finland and Ohio. Does Ohio have a city called Finland? So here's the actual footage released from the DoD. Let's go ahead and watch this. No sound. I don't think there's any sound anyway. And apparently, according to reports, Air Force B-52 strategic bomber, which was flying in international airspace over the South China Sea. The jet being used by the Chinese was a J-11 jet fighter with the People's Liberation Army Air Force. And we'll get into the actual after-action brief, but apparently this was 10 feet away. There it is. Somebody said copying Russian tactics. Oh, I know. Many people are quick to forget that Russia literally has knocked out U.S. assets from the sky. But yeah, they got really close there. Afterburners on. Hello, sir. Could you imagine what the what those people are feeling right now? Like, why would you do this, China? Let's watch that one more time. Again, apparently this is 10 feet away. Hey, Rhea. Right there. Very close. Sorry, there's no sound, obviously. This was just released, so apparently this accident happened on the 24th. Today's the 26th, but you know, the Pentagon likes to review all of the footage to make sure there's no UFOs in it. Kidding. Okay, so here is the after-action brief. I don't know why they decided to use size 2 font, but I'll do my best to read this. Hold on, people. And again, thank you for being here. Make sure you guys like the stream and make sure you turn on your notifications. You guys turning on your notifications has really been helping the channel as well, especially covering the war in Israel. Thank you guys for that. Okay, so on October 24th, a People's Republic of China J-11 pilot executed an unsafe intercept of the U.S. Air Force B-52 aircraft, which was lawfully conducting routine operations over the South China Sea. Lawfully. But let's be honest, I don't think the U.S. military would have done anything if something actually happened. I'm just being honest with you. An international airspace. During the nighttime intercept, the PRC pilot flew in an unsafe and unprofessional manner, demonstrated poor... It's, again, sorry, the font is tiny. Demonstrated poor airmanship by closing with uncontrolled excessive speed, flying below, in front of, and within 10 feet of the B-52, putting both aircraft in danger of collision. We are concerned this pilot was unaware of how close he came to cause a collision. I think he was well aware how close he was, but it's neither there or here. They dump fuel like Russia. Yeah, Russia just dumps fuel in front of U.S. drones. Not U.S. aircraft, but it's funny how they're like, we don't know how close he got. I think he knew exactly what he was doing. The PRC intercept was conducted at night with limited visibility in a manner contrary to international air safety rules and norms. Yeah, you typically don't do that. Military aircraft with intentionally approaching another shall operate with professional... airmanship and give due regard the safety of other aircraft. Again, the U.S. military does this to Russia. Russia does this to the U.S. military and vice versa. I can't remember the last time we've heard of a Chinese aircraft doing this. And again, please stick with me in this video because we're going to be going over some other stunts China has been pulling, such as actually crashing a ship into another ship. They got a little too close on that one. The U.S. will continue to fly, sail, and operate safety and responsibility wherever international law allows. The U.S. Indo-Pacific Command Joint Force remains dedicated to free and open Indo-Pacific region. Okay. Thank you for the $2 donation. Hello. I don't know why I'm donating. I don't know why either, but I appreciate you. All right. So in case you're wondering, this is a B-52. I'm sure a lot of you are aware. Had this thing since Vietnam. This is like, I think this has one of the longest shelf lives in U.S. military history. And of course, this is the J-11. That looks like a Lego figurine. But yeah, that is the aircraft that got really close. So here's what's been happening as everybody's been focusing on the United States and Israel. China is now like good friends with the guys over in Afghanistan. You remember that 20-year war we were in with the enemy of Afghanistan? Yeah, they're friends now with China. Taliban to join China's Belt and Road Forum, elevating ties. So China has like a quote unquote, they want to rebuild the Silk Road. Not literally, like they don't want to pave it and then like walk through it and have like Marco Polo also walk through it. But what they're trying to do is create a Silk Road, if you will, or a tie of coalitions of economies coming together. And China, of course, sees Afghanistan as a place where they want to do business. Someone said, I think someone watched the Chinese version of Top Gun one too many times. Do they have a Top Gun version? I'm sure they do. The Taliban will attend China's Belt and Road Forum next week, a spokesman said on Saturday, underscoring Beijing's growing official ties with the administration despite its lack of formal recognition by any government. So again, China recognizes the Taliban as a legitimate government. If you don't believe me, China becomes the first to name new Afghan ambassador under the Taliban a month ago. Again, we all sort of forgot that China, they're making moves in the Middle East and other regions of the world. It's a little questionable, but still, it's a little alarming that China is just like, yeah, we're friends with you, even though you just had a 20-year battle with the U.S. I don't know if I can say the T word or not. I think I can say that T word. Hey, now that they're a recognized government, I think we could say it, right? China became the first country on Wednesday to formally name a new ambassador to Afghanistan, since the Taliban takeover, after its envoy presented credentials at a ceremony in Kabul. Look at that. From almost crashing into the United States, having ambassadors. I'll let you guys decide if you think it's a big deal or not. But if I had to speculate, let's be honest. For those of you who are not aware, and most people are not aware, I didn't even know this until recently. China and Afghanistan are bordered. Like, they have a border. A very contested border. Now, to be fair, the walking corridor is extremely difficult to get through. But let's be honest, the Taliban can navigate through any mountains. So it's very beneficial to China to want to be friends with Afghanistan in case anything does pop off. So, of course, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, they're our best friends. We share a border together. And you guys happen to be really good at mountain warfare. And we have zero experience with mountain warfare. So, yeah, take it as you will. I think China's just trying to protect their assets. What's up, Nomad? Now, speaking of China not caring, here's another clip recently where China smashed into a Philippine boat. Check this out. October 22nd right here. That's good. Not really. Yeah, China's making moves right now in the South China Sea for sure, or whatever we're even calling it nowadays. The name changes. But yeah, apparently the fishing boat was trying to send supplies to an outpost. The Philippines have a World War II ship that they use as an outpost to help protect their assets in the South China Sea, and China was not having it. How will this war affect the Texas border if all National Guard get called up for federal deployment? If I'm being honest with you, I don't think all National Guard will get called up. Texas is trying to deal with their own issues right now, and I'm going to do a video on that soon. I've been mostly talking about Israel, to be honest with you. Hey, Kelvin. And again, if you guys are missing my lives, make sure you turn on the notifications and like the live stream, so the likelihood of you actually seeing my videos will be higher. Okay, so there you go. China almost crashing and then actually crashing. Now, speaking of Israel, this right here was a lot of misinformation and way too much hype, and I sort of want to go over this. I'm sure some of you guys saw this. There was a lot of hype behind China sending warships into the Middle East. Oh no, China's getting involved. For those of you who are not aware, China is already all over the world. And I'll show you here in a second how close they are to a U.S. base. We're talking miles apart. Notifications actually help. Click the bell and click the bell. Thank you. So yeah, anytime you see Chinese assets moving in the Middle East and this and that, that's why I'm showing you that they're already working with Afghanistan. They have ties to regions in Africa. They're in the Red Sea. So whenever you see stuff like this, understand China is all over the world. They're not even trying to get into a war or conflict. What they're trying to do is just assert themselves as right now the number 2 power in the world, next to the United States, trying to make themselves number 1. That's why they're trying to form the Silk Road and trying to send naval assets all over the world. Now, I know this is in Africa, but still, you have to get through the Middle East, or at least pass through the Middle East at some point. Djibouti, my favorite country's name, is a very famous base where the United States is located and China. This is how far apart the bases are. They're literally right down the road from one another. Camp Lemonnier and the Chinese PLA support base in Djibouti, which apparently they want to build a rocket launch center, not like a bad guy rocket, but like a rocket to launch satellites and have a space station out there. We'll see if that's true or not. And China has been sliding in those DMs. Now, I'll end it with this because this is a little odd. This news story slid right under the rug. Like, nobody even saw it. Like, I hardly even saw this news story. California Governor Newsom has surprise meeting with China's leader amid warm welcome in Beijing. Nicholas, thank you. Flanagan, thank you for joining the T-SPLY squad. And again, thank you guys for all your support. Make sure you like and turn on notifications. Has anybody seen this story, or am I crazy? California Governor Newsom has surprise meeting with China's leader Xi amid warm welcome in Beijing. As all of this is going down around the world, let's have a meeting with China. Normally, Norman, if you've missed anything, I will be posting this video. Now, apparently, the meeting was for, I'm here in expectation as you suggest of turning the page of renewing our friendship, foundational and fundamental issues that will determine our collective faith in the future. Essentially, Newsom went to China to go talk to them about renewable energy and to calm it down with the pollution in the world. Do you really think China cares right now? Absolutely not. I mean, let's be honest. China almost smashing into a B-52. This whole meeting means nothing now. Texas is its own military. Just don't get paid. That's a fact. All right. So that's pretty much what's going on. Somebody said, would it really? With this administration? I doubt it. That is currently what's going on with China. Hey, thank you for the $2 donation. Hello, Mr. Zelensky. Hello. I don't know. I don't speak Ukrainian. Sorry. I can speak Romanian, but not Ukrainian. You guys let me know in the comments what China is up to. I don't know. United States is in a weird spot. If China would have crashed into that B-52 and caused catastrophe, we would have had some big issues. But to be honest with you, the United States also reacts in very weird ways. Like right now in the Middle East, you have U.S. troops who are actually injured. Nothing happens about it. You have drones that have been knocked out of the sky by Russia. Nothing happens about it. I mean, when there's human loss of life, possibly something would happen, but I'll leave it up to you guys. Let me know what you guys think. All right, I'm going to post this video. Make sure you guys comment and leave your opinions. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you for turning on the notifications. You can see it helps out a lot. And I hope you all learned something. We'll see you guys later, and thank you so much for being here. Love all you guys. Thank you.